The moment is now. Are you ready? Ready to own the land, air.
So all of my viewers, welcome and let's play Armis. Today I'm gonna show you, or our mission for today is I'm gonna show you how to cover our allied pieces when it is moved to the place of its specific location. And also we will use them as our advance party to the opponent's territory without even caught by our opponent's military players. In this game, every move we made, we should cover by our military offensive player within this game. So we must, every pieces we move, every players we move, it should be covered by one or two of our allied pieces to accomplish or to achieve this mission. So let's make a good position here so that every each of our player, even if it's not moved, is covered by each other. The opponents is move first, so let's wait for our turn. Now the opponent's president is at the eastern corridor, so we don't have to worry, for our helicopter is covered by two of our military players, the Marines and our Vice President. As you can see that our Coast Guard is at the coastal water but still covered by our two Marines. Now the opponents, okay, we will take back our mover to push our aircraft carrier to the coastal water so that we can we'll bring first our Coast Guard to the Polder Valley, for it is covered now for our Marines. After this, we will push our aircraft carrier to the coastal water, but first we need to double cover our Coast Guard. We'll put first our Marine in front of the aircraft carrier to treat the opponent's Marine, which is now at the opponent's territory, which is ready to take to our allied players. So let's move one step beside our Marines so that we can push our aircraft carrier. So still all our players is covered by our military players, and even the opponent's president will not take the helicopter, for it is covered by our military pieces. So now at this point, my plan here is to take our submarine to the Eastern Sea so that we can have now an access to the Eastern Sea. But first we need to have a complete covered by our submarine. So our other Marines now is at the south port, so, and the opponent's Marines is moving at the coastal, at the expanse. So we need to bring now our mover at the back of the submarine so that we can push the submarine. Now let's wait for our turn. So it's now safe to take our submarine to the coastal waters for the preparation to take our submarine to the Eastern Sea. So, but first we need to have a cover by our submarine in the deep waters in the Eastern Sea. So let's move our helicopter to the eastern corridor so that we can have a cover, complete cover our submarine when it is posed now to the deep waters of the Eastern Sea. So let's move our submarine now. In this position, our only problem is the opponent's submarine. So, okay, our opponent's submarine is now leaving of its position to help opponent's president. So it's our chance now to push our child to on board to the submarine, so that we can take the opponent's nuke, for it is very dangerous for us if we cross at the opponent's territory, and if the nuke of our opponents is armed and ready to detonate. So it will be a very big dangerous to our advance party if we can cross the opponent's territory. So let's onboard now our army to the Coast Guard to treat the opponent's president, and let's wait if what is the opponent's president do. Okay, as what I have expected, the opponent's president will retreat. So let's back up now our army before we will cross to the opponent's territory. At this point, we will be sure that if we cross to the other side of the territory, which is the opponent's territory, it should be covered by each other. So let's continue. So as you can see that our military offensive player now is ready to take the opponent's territory. So let's post first our marines to the north port, so that, and also our marines, if we put our marines to the north port, it is covered by our army, and beside of that, it is also safe to put our marines on the north port. So it's time now to move our army to the opponent's territory. So if we will move our army beside of the opponent's president, it's okay, but it's better we'll put it beside of the religion, so that the opponent's army will not take it for it. And maybe at this point we will take the opponent's president by our marines, so that we can bring our vice president to the seaside region, or we will take the religion. So let's see if what's a better idea. So it's good if we will take the religion, and so let's take now the religion, and next we will move the child to the side in which we can take the opponent's nuke, for it is our purpose to bring the child on board on a submarine so that the child will take care of the nuke. So at this point we can take the reserve, but we will move first our child to realize its purpose, why we bring our child with us in this advanced party. So let's wait for our turn. Now we can take the nuke. So the child now is completing his purpose, so we need to continue so that we can win this game. And also the opponent's child is taking our nuke, but we don't have to worry, for it is safe for our flag. If we take the opponent's child now, it is okay, for it is covered, even if our diplomat and religion will be forfeit. So let's take the child, for it is covered by our president and our marines, so the opponents will not take it, as long as we have the reserve. So let's take the opponent's reserve now to win this game. So as you can see that the army, the vice president, the child is covered by our marines, and the marines also is covered by our army. So it's our mission, our goal is achieved. So we will take the opponent's flag now to win this game. And that's it, we win the game. That's all for today. Thank you.